Hello again, Howard Baxton here. Here we are today. We're going to continue with instructions 8, card, which covers more on props. Okay, and it says use the pad from instruction 7, so I've got that res down here for this instruction set. And it says let's do something interesting. We will res a chair and sit on that chair. We will res a chair when a sitter selects the menu button, such that no chairs are resed until needed. Okay, so I'm assuming that means if there's sitter in seat 1, the chair will res for seat 1, and so on. So if there's a sitter in seat 3, the chair will res for seat 3 as well. And it says you examine lines for all 4 sitters and res a chair for each when they click the button to use the pose. That probably should be reworded a little bit, because if anyone clicks the button and we have a sitter, they get a chair. We'll go from there. For this set of instructions to work, check to be sure that the SAT not SAT plugin is included in the contents of the pad. Yes, it is. It's right there. I'm going to narrow this up a little bit. And it says, there are 4 walls around the platform. Be creative about how you position your seats. This is the fun part of building. Use your imagination. So it says, make a card and name it set chair sit. So let me copy the name. We'll go over here to our working folder, and a new card goes in there, and we want to paste that name into it. There we go. Edit the card and add the following line. Santa 1A board. So let's copy this, open this up, and move it over here. Paste it in there. Gonna be a little more creative and open up 2 cards or what have you here. And then it says add a line to res the chair, but only if we have a sitter. So to accomplish that, we'll use the on sit. So it's going to res the basic chair. It's a prop line to res the basic chair. And we're putting him in group 1. So let's copy that. Put an empty line in there and then add this below that. Okay, save and close the pad. Add this card to the pad. It says I'm supposed to close it, so I'll go ahead and close it. And there's our chair sit right there. So it's been added. Add the animation file provided above, a board. That's this one. So why don't we just click it and drag it over here and drop it into our working file, or whatever you want to call it, folder. And it's basically is saying add it to the pad. So let's go ahead and do that. Take the basic prop chair to your inventory. So we can do that. And then res it from there. So let's go ahead and res it from here. There it is. Where was I? I was here. Edit the chair and add the prop plug-in from your inventory. So we need the prop plug-in. The chair is edited. And we'll just drop that prop plug-in in there. Now we're good. Take this chair to your inventory and add it to the pad. So take this back to inventory. which showed up right here. Edit the pad and add our basic chair. So this one has the prop plug in it and this one does not. And our basic chair should, oh, look at here. I'm not sure what happened, but I got two chairs in there. I want to make sure I got the right one, so I'll add this one. And Second Life is being slow. Okay, there it is. And I got the right one and I'm sure of it. The note says, do not change the name of the chair as we've already added the line to res a prop by that name. Now it says sit seat 1 and click for menu. Then it says click the chair sit menu button. It doesn't say menu, but I'm going to put it in here. And save it. Sit seat 1 and click for menu. Click the chair sit menu button. Adjust the chair and the pose to match. Okay. So let me sit here. Let me do one more thing here. I'm going to open up this init card and I'm going to comment out this line for now. Okay. Now let's go back and add this in. Let's do the chair sit. And you see we have the chair that res just the way we wanted it to. Because this on sit line ran. Okay. Adjust the chair and the pose to match. Copy from a local and replace the prop information into the on sit line and also replace the examine line in the seat. So let's go ahead and do this first. We were going to do something imaginative. So I do need adjusters. Let me go to admin and adjust. And first things first, I'm going to rotate that chair around to where it looks like things are seated properly. And I'm going to move that chair out over here. And let's adjust it down to the pose, to the base. Let's see how the back, man, that looks so square on those legs to the floor. I'm going to leave it right there. Now let me move my guy over here. Oh, maybe a little too far. And maybe we need to go forward a ways. A little bit more maybe. And up. There my guy is. So he's in good shape. Maybe he needs to go out just a little bit further to be square. There we go. That looks about right. Actually, I think I'll move him a little further out. How's that? And maybe a little bit further forward, just because of what I have in mind. No, I shouldn't do that. I should move him back. Actually, move him back just a little more. Okay, so what do we have in local? We have the basic chair prop, that one, and we have the examine line. So let's copy the examine line first and replace that line. Now let's grab the prop line, copy that, and paste it in right here, right after the on-sit, because we need that on-sit in there. And nPose didn't give us the whole line, so we'll copy the part of the line. So now what's it say to do? It says to add another line, and that line should be on unsit for seat 1, prop do all prop names in group 1, and we're going to tell them to die. Did I copy that? I think I did, but I don't know. Let's paste that in there and save it, because it says so right there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So what happens if I change seats? Seat 2, my avatar stays there, or my avatar adjustment stays there, but the chair disappeared. I think that's what we wanted. So if we go back to seat 1, yeah, the chair actually reses for us. I think that's what this thing was talking about we needed to do. Let me go back and open that note card up. Close this back up and get back down here where we thought we were. And this guy was moved over here somewhere, so let's get him over here and see where we're at. We got to this point right here and we save and close. So we're in step 2. So it says edit set seat chair. So let's open that one up to edit. Let's move it on over here. And it says, for sanity's sake, as well as functionality, make the prop group number, which is that one there, match the seat number. And this is seat number 2, and the prop group number is 2, so that does match. Then it says, add the following lines, then save. So let's copy. Let's go down here and paste those in there for now. And this one, I think I'm just going to go ahead and move it up. So I'll hit a Control X and a Control V. And I think I'll do the same thing here. I'll do a Control X and a Control V and I'll pull that bottom line out. So now we have an examine line for seats 1 and seats 2, and we have an on-sit for seats 1 and seat 2, and we have an on-unsit for seats 1 and seat 2. Okay, and it says save. Now let me minimize that, get it out of the way, and what does it say? It says click chair sit menu button, adjust the chair and the pose to match again. So, and then copy paste from local and do the same thing we did up here. And then save and close. So I think in order to make this work, we have to change, yeah, look at where C2 is. He's right over there. So let's go to C2. Change seats. C2, there we go. Now we're matched up. Did you notice my menu does not time out? That's because I'm seated. As long as I'm seated, this menu will not time out for me. So that's just a quick note for you. So let me go ahead and do kind of what I did with the first chair. Let's edit the chair, rotate it up, somewhat flat. Let's grab the chair and the avatar. Where's my arrow keys? Come on, Second Life. Isn't going to let me do that. There they are. Second Life is weird. Have you noticed that? Well, now I've got it out here. Let's adjust the avatar up a little ways. And probably a little ways further. Even further yet. Moving forward. Let's see, I got my backside hanging out, so it's moving forward. And that looks pretty good, actually. So let's move him over here to center him up a little better. That looks pretty good. Now I think what I want to do is grab the chair and the adjuster, and I want to turn this guy upside down. Maybe not quite upside down. A little more maybe. Move him over here. And move them all over here. How am I doing? A little farther over there. Maybe not so high. Maybe not so close. There you go. Now I should have an examine line and a chair and a prop. There we are. Prop took a little longer. Now that we got that, let's go ahead and copy it. And in our set card, we want to replace that line right there. Paste, and then grab our examine line, copy, and replace that whole line. Paste. And save and close, as it's said here. So now what happens if I change seats to seat 1? That didn't work. Change seats to seat 1. There we are. Seat 2. There we are. There. How's that for being creative? And we've saved the lines. Everything's done. We're finished. On to step 3. Step 3 says follow the sequence of steps in step 2 until all 4 seats are set up. So I'm going to let you do that. We'll call it a day, and a little bit of homework. We'll see you in the next class. or the next instruction card.